I couldn't have done it without the Lord with me. And He's with me every day, and He's with me all the time. I have constant contact with God.
Everything with my dad has taken my faith to a whole nother level for the same reason.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the only way we get through it.
I'm Lisa Craft,
I'm Leanna Carlton.
and I've been a member at Great First Baptist since 1990.
And I've been a member also since 1990 when I was born.
I'm Ricky Carlton.
Where do you go to church?
I go to church with my baby.
Your baby?
Yes.
Is that Great First Baptist?
Mm-hmm.
On the 5th, October 5th, that morning I woke up at 2:17 and I said, something's wrong. I did.
Yeah, and my dad was on a work trip for one night. He never goes on a work trip ever. And he had just had an appointment the Monday before he passed away. And he was having another appointment the Monday after he passed away. So he was really in the middle of all of it.
He had echocardiogram, a stress test, echocardiogram.
Every test in the book, really. They
and
were
everything
all
was
coming back
good.
normal.
Mm-hmm.
God orchestrated that. There's no doubt in our minds because, again, He's never out of town.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly think that it was because He didn't want my mom to find Him at home. You know, I knew God was in control, but when I really sat back and thought about that and the fact that He's never out of town, I was like, yeah, God really, this is God. There's a reason for this. You know, you hear about these things happening and, you know, you're so sorry for the people and you never realize that it can happen to you. This just hits you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you got to be ready, and you've got to have a good foundation in your faith, in what you believe, because without the foundation that I had, I don't really know how it would have affected me.
Yeah.
But he loved Greer First Baptist more than anything.
He was an usher. He loved being an usher. He sat in the vestibule.
Y'all were greeters.
We
a
were
lot.
greeters, and then I help in the nursery. And
Everybody probably knows Miss Joy Miller. He would always get her walker for her.
Yes.
Every Sunday, he'd bring it back to her.
His grandma went there. His aunt and uncle went there.
And that's how I feel now with our girls, because my dad grew up there and I grew up there. So for me, I think most importantly, my girls get to grow up seeing not only their mom worshiping the Lord and being excited to go to church and being excited to worship and sing and all the things, for them to not only see me doing that and see their dad doing that, but to see their pappy and Amy doing that, you know.
And we did that. My mom was the same way. So I grew up that way, and I wanted her to grow up that way.
Here I am.
Here she is.
Because of you.
There you go.
And Dad.
There you go, and that.
They're the reason that I'm the person that I am, for sure. And I think people will say I'm just like my mom, so, which is the best compliment ever, because she's awesome. If you want to see somebody who truly trusts with her entire heart in what the Lord's doing in her life, that there's a reason for everything, that we have the hope of knowing that we're going to all be together again when we all get to heaven. Now, do we cry? Do we have tears? Do we wonder why? All the things? Yes. But she will turn it around like that just because of her faith and just what we believe.
The Lord is with us, and He's got His arms around us, and we're going to be okay.
We kind of wonder, why us? You know, like, why did He pick us? Why is everyone else still here? You know? And I think it's because she has always been the most optimistic person ever about everything. And I think that God knew that He could use her to have people at school, at church, everybody that she knows say, "What? How is she able to do that?" Because she gets asked that all the time.
I do.
How are you doing that? And it's because of how her faith and how invested she is in it, especially now. God knew, I'm going to pick them because they are going to be a light that people are going to notice. And they're going to say, why? I want that. What do they have that I don't have? I want to know that God.
Love you.